We're here in Cambridgeshire with David White. He's one of the first to cut wheat this year, early this week, and we're in a wheat stubble now. So how did that wheat go?
The wheat went really well actually. We cut it dry, which is good, and the quality is good this year. Unfortunately, with the hot weather we had around the middle of June, over 30 degrees for several days, it shut some of these early crops down, and so I think we're probably a tonne a hectare less than we would expect on this soil type with these bread making varieties in a normal year.
Right, you're growing Solstice and Crusoe. Was there much difference between those? Are yielding about the same?
No, the Solstice again, and it's an old variety now and a lot of people think it's outdated, has done better than the Crusoe. It always seems to do very well, whether it's a hot dry year or a wet season. It produces the goods. The Crusoe, the grain was a little more pinched, the bushel weight was a little lower, so not quite as good, and certainly, although people regard Solstice as being outdated now, it's likely to be on this farm again next year.
And just a quick one on the grain. The grain's gone off to Cam Grain, as I said, milling varieties. Is the quality good this year?
The quality's good, yeah. We're all over 13% protein with the quality. We don't know how that's going to reflect on spring malting barleys, for instance, because I grow quite a bit of spring malting barley. But I suspect once we get on to, we're seeing these heavy land wheat crops come in, they'll be yielding more and that protein will be diluted. So the higher protein of the early wheats, I suspect, won't continue through harvest.
So we're in the field of Crusoe and you're drilling something here. What's happening here?
So what we're using this opportunity, these wheat stubbles are coming into oilseed rape. Everybody will know that oilseed rape's a problem with getting it through the flea beetle pressure these days, and so what we're doing is we're drilling some early companion crops, and in this case it's berseem clover and buckwheat, and the idea is to establish like a camouflage crop of companion species that then in about 2-3 weeks time we will direct drill the rape into, and it should relieve the pressure of the flea beetle on these crops, and,
right.
And certainly using companion crops last year it proved to work like that. We used less insecticide than we've used for several years, and we produced the best rape crop that we've produced for several years.
Interesting.